risasi. Ati bunduki na risasi. Sasa mgeni akikuja sisi wote tutafanya nini? Tutasimama. Hebu tusimame. Sasa anakuja. Aha. Sasa si amefika. Sasa anakuja. Sasa tengeneza mkono. Tengeneza mkono. Tengeneza mkono. Tengeneza mkono. Sasa akiwa anaingia tunasema karibu. Pa! Tena. Karibu. Mama. Ya moja. Hiyo peke yake. Si tumemaliza hiyo? Yes. Alafu tutakuwa na Alafu tukishakuwa na maombi, sasa tutakuwa na michezo. Sawa sawa? Tutacheza alafu tutaongea, alafu mama ongee na nyinyi. Si ni kweli? Yes. Very good. So now sit down. Very good. So hiyo ndio sababu tuko hapa. Mama anapenda watoto. Amependa watoto wengi. Juzi Jumatatu tulikuwa na mama kwa shule moja Dagoretti. Huko Dagoretti nani alisikianga kuna shule ilianguka na ikaua watoto walikufa 8 upande wa Dagoretti Primary School. Ilikuwa inaitwa Precious Talent. Mulisikia? Sasa tulikuwa huko juzi, watoto waliperform vizuri, wakapita mtihani na mama alienda kuwatembelea na alikaa nao vizuri, alafu akawawacha. Leo mama ameongea na Madam Jackie, na Jackie wamekubaliana akuje atembelee nyinyi. Ni mzuri? Yes. Ni mzuri? Yes. Na sisi pia tuwe marafiki na tuwe na furaha tukipokea mgeni. Ni kweli? Chief ndio huyo. Simama. Haya, tengeneza mkono. Tengeneza vile tulitengeneza, mikono mzuri kabisa, tengeneza na nyuso mzuri. 1, 2, 3. Karibu Mheshimiwa Esther Pascal. Karibu. Salamia watoto wako. Karibu. Asante sana. Thank you very much.
How are you? Oh, meeting my people. I need to meet you. Yes.
I was telling them I don't even know protocol.
Yes.
No, there's no protocol.
Yes.
Mama,
there is absolutely no protocol. I'm your sister.
Okay.
Alafu Chief, karibu hapa. Haya, sasa.
All organizers, even me. Oh. You can see, I'm being told sit here.
Yeah.
Sasa na ningeomba tusimame kwa pamoja. Nataka yule mtu atatuombea Jackie akue hapa.
Okay. National anthem. Who is
national anthem I'm playing.
Okay.
The prayer. Come here.
Pastor, you're not praying today?
No.
Okay.
Haya. Simama vizuri na tumesimama sawa sawa?
Yes.
Sasa tunataka kuimba national anthem. Stanza moja tu, si ndio?
Yes.
Haya tuanze. Haya vile tumesimama, wacha tupate kuombewa, tupate maombi.
Let us pray. Thank you, dear everlasting Master, for the wonderful gift of life and for your protection. We do ask for your presence to be with us here as we're going to start this meeting. May you guide us all the way through. Let your blessings rain upon us. Let your blessings rain upon our guests and be with us all the way through. It is through the mighty name of Jesus that I do trust, pray and believe.
Amen. Makofi kwa maombi. Matuketi. Okay, sasa niliwaambia na tumeongea kama kuka, mimi ni kuka yenu. Sawa sawa? Na niliwaambia tutakuwa na nani? Mgeni. Si ni kweli? Na nilisema mgeni ni nani? Nilisema ni nani? Hebu sema na sauti asikie. Honorable Esther Passaris ni nani Nairobi? Women Rep of Nairobi County. Clap for yourself. Keta mtihani na kubwa. Sasa tuko hapa na tunataka kuentertain mheshimiwa. Na nilisikia kuna watu wa standard 5, 6 walimu entertainment, nataka waanze saa hii. Darasa ile chini kabisa wachana naye. Sawa sawa? Yeah, songa mbele songa. Yeah, okay. So you run it like that. Very fast. Madam, take charge quickly. Then another team is ready.
In front of you is Grandma Cap, ready to present for you a song entitled Oh Yes, Dandi Keleve. So sit back, relax, and kick on bila stress. Welcome. Dodoma, 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 salimie wake. Dodoma, 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 salimie wake. Ni nani tutatuma, ni nani tutatuma, ni nani tutatuma, salimie wake. Ni nani tutatuma, ni nani tutatuma, ni nani tutatuma, salimie wake. Ife tutatuma, ife tutatuma, ife tutatuma, salimie wake. Ife tutatuma, ife tutatuma, ife tutatuma, salimie wake. Aende moja kwa moja, aende moja kwa moja, aende moja kwa moja, salimie wake. Aende moja kwa moja, aende moja kwa moja, aende moja kwa moja, salimie wake. Asalimie kwa heshima, asalimie kwa heshima, asalimie kwa heshima, waambie tu sawa. Asalimie kwa heshima, asalimie kwa heshima, asalimie kwa heshima, waambie tu sawa. Awaonyeshe vidole, awaonyeshe vidole, awaonyeshe vidole, awaambie tu sawa. Awaonyeshe vidole, awaonyeshe vidole, awaonyeshe vidole, awaambie tu sawa. Akanyagie breki, akanyagie breki, akanyagie breki, awaambie tu sawa. Akanyagie breki, akanyagie breki, akanyagie breki, awaambie tu sawa. Atingishie kiuno, atingishie kiuno, atingishie kiuno, awaambie tu sawa. Atingishie kiuno, atingishie kiuno, atingishie kiuno, awaambie tu sawa. Arudi moja kwa moja, arudi moja kwa moja, arudi moja kwa moja, awaambie tu sawa. Arudi moja kwa moja, arudi moja kwa moja, arudi moja kwa moja, awaambie tu sawa. Dodoma, 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 salimie wake. Dodoma, 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 Dodoma,
give us another number, just one. Tupigieni hao watoto makofi kwa kuentertain. Mheshimiwa, tuwapatie tena ingine. Another number. Makofi wakienda kuketi. Makofi mzuri. Makofi tena. Makofi tena. Asante sana. Asante. Wakipata kuketi, tunataka kuwashukuru sababu tulikubaliana mgeni akiingia, mgeni anakaribishwa. Si ni kweli? Na mkanionyesha vile mnakaribisha mgeni. Si tumeshamkaribisha? Na amechesewa. Na hata yeye akamuka kachesa. Tumpigie mheshimiwa makofi. Asante sana. Basi mheshimiwa, we now have some 4 gentlemen, that is some ladies and some boys. They have some things to tell us. I want to start with Joshua, who is in the high school, because this school always bring them up, and after they are finished their slide 8, they go to high school. So some of them are here because they also wanted to be and see you. So I want Joshua to come forward and at least give us a spoken word. Tupige makofi.
Honorable Mr. Kasari, guests, our director, teachers and students, good morning. My name is Joshua Msemi Mkisia. I'm studying in Baringo North, Ayeko Boys High School. and I schooled here and I was able to score 305 marks.
Makofi.
So I'm a spoken word artist and right about now I want to talk about the youth violence. So at some times na feel ni kama niko grounded in between these two lines. These two lines zenye nilidhani nita find comfort between them, but yes, comfort imekam, but naona ni kama days zangu zishafika 40. Nilikuwa na dreams of tomorrow, but saizi siko sure nini ita happen kesho. Soon a time will come when all my friends watanipeleka kwa mortuary, in a final destination kwa cemetery. But before nipatane na hii misery, ni lazima nikuwe nimeacha legacy, ndo hizi story wazisome kwa history. But ni story gani watasema juu yangu? Yenye behind hii history is sadness and madness overtaking my happiness. Story gani watasema juu yangu? Hiyo time na go 6 feet underground kando ya hizo 4 corners. After watu washaniona wakani decorate na flowers na wakanifunika na mchanga, story yangu ita take minutes ama hours. Watasema uboy alipenda kuwa high kama towers ama alipenda pombe kama kawa. Story yangu ita take minutes ama hours. So your history is on your hands as a youth. Drugs and illegal substances, sikatai ukichukua zinakufanya una feel so high, but kumbuka the same time uko high pia life yako ina get low, na ukisha break the law story yako hata itafikishwa kwa high court, na ule demo ulimpea bola akiwa high, so itabidi ameabort. Tuna create a fatherless generation iko full of tension, generation hatujui nani atenda kesho juu ya high rates of crime, generation ya gunshot imekuwa the rhythm to our ears na disco lights to our eyes juu ya high rates of crime. Yes, kuacha crime ita take time, but kumbuka inaanza na kumake decision kwa mind. Mbona life yako ikuwe cut short with just a gunshot? So your history is on your hands as a youth. Time election, sini sisi kutumika vibaya, kuacha MP wamebambika, violence, kuacha family homeless just because of 50 shillings na hata maybe ilikuwa ya coins. Politician ametuingiza box, then utatumia matchbox na petrol kama toys kuchoma nyumba ya jirani. Ni funny, but ukifikiria ni juu ya coins then ni sad. At hii time Kimani hata sikizana na Onyango, huyu mwingine akishainua panga na huyu mwingine inue mawe, then just because of cheap money. Alafu tunajiita viongozi wa kesho na tulishaua voters leo. So your history is on your hands as a youth. Violence haitaileta food kwa plate. Drugs itazidi tu kudrag nyuma na life yako kuicomplicate. Crime itafanya tu gain title ya the late. But ni story gani watasema juu yako? Hiyo time una go 6 feet underground kando ya hizo 4 corners, after watu washakuona wakakudecorate na flowers na wakakufunika na mchanga. Story yako ita take minutes ama hours. So your history is on your hands as a youth. Thank you.
Makofi kwa Joshua. Makofi kwa Joshua. Very good. Joshua, we want to thank you so much. Those are very powerful messages, and we want you to continue with your education. We leave those other things that could take us 6 feet down. So we are ready and we are very happy. Tumpige makofi tena. Very good. Now I want us to take Kaluse, also from a high school, one of the ladies. Is it Kaluse? Yes. Kaluse, come and also tell us what's your full names, where you are studying, and give us the number. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Esther Pasaris, my director, and all the visitors. You're welcome to Beyond the Vision. And my name is Gloria Kalusha from Lot Girls High School. I'm in Form 2, and the school itself is located in Bomet. Okay, I want to talk about Hakim Space. And Hakim Space is a mental health program. In that, some people think that mental health always affects the older people, but in real sense, it affects everyone in general, like us, the teens, like me. I was once affected by depression, and due to Madam Jackie, I faced it, and I knew how to handle my stress and depression, and I'm okay. But due to my dysfunctional families, I knew how to do it. I talked to my parents, and now we are good.
Thank you. Wow. Kaluse, thank you so much. Did you tell Mheshimiwa where you are studying? Very good. Tumpige makofi tena. We have talked of the Parkins Space, a mental health awareness program. Hata president yetu ya nchi ya Kenya sasa nasema tujaribu sana tuongee kuhusu mental problems. Are we together? So please, palipopote ulipo ukae na space nzuri. Na ningependa sasa niite Lizzie, Madam Lizzie, who is also going to talk to us about the Beyond the Vision. Thank you very much. Pigeni makofi Lizzie.
Our honorable director, guests, and our pupils, plus the students. Good morning. I'm privileged to be here, and my name is Lindsay Livian from Mount Kenya University, located in Thika, and this has been my school. This is where I grew up. This has been my home since I was class 5. Actually, I'm the oldest in this place. Since my class 5 until now, this has been my home, and I've grew up in this place. At a very young, tender age, I was not given a voice to speak out as a girl, not only to the society but also at home. And I thought that a girl child is not supposed to speak out their thoughts. I thought that we are not actually supposed to be speaking as kids. And I understood that our parents think that we don't go through depression, we don't go through hard times in life, and we don't also have to express ourselves. But Beyond the Vision has really changed a lot in my life, because at class 8, I really thought that I need to change my life, and I need my voice to be heard, not just to the society, but also to help young girls. So I made sure that I spoke to Madam Jackie. And there is only one thing that I used to tell her. I used to tell her that I want a sponsorship. If I don't get the sponsorship, then my life is done, because I will never have another place to speak out what is in my heart. So when I spoke to her, she took me to high school. In high school, I managed to speak out my issues, and through her, she took me to a safe haven. And in that safe haven, I was able to complete my high school, and right now I'm in university, very well made, and that far it's all about her. It's all about how brave I've grown to become, and as I told you, this is my school, and the Hakim space, it has really mentored me. It has mentorship programs, it has psychosocial support, and it has really made me who I am right now. All thanks to Madam Jackie, the institution, and the safe haven that she took me to, and all those who are around me. Thank you.
Makofi. That is very powerful. It is very
Powerful.
Lizzie was just here the way you people are, and Lizzie is now at Mount Kenya University. Tumpigeni makofi. Thank you so much. And even you'll be at Nairobi University, isn't it? You'll be in Kenyatta. You'll be where? Which university do you know? You'll be somewhere, isn't it? Tumpige makofi tena. Now, lastly, I want to talk to Munene. Munene to come and also tell us, because Munene is also a young man coming up from this village. Munene also knows exactly how this area is and how he has really benefited from this place. Welcome, Munene. Thomas kidogo.
Our Honorable Esther Sparrow. Our Honorable Esther Posaris, our visitors, our director, our teachers, our fellow students, and our pupils. Good morning. Welcome here, Beyond the Vision Fraternity. and I'm going to share. My name is Michael Monene. I'm in Form 2 in Gadadini High School, Nyeri, and I'm going to share about my story and how I grew up. First, we start to say that I used Swahili.
It's okay. But your English is good. You can try also continue in English. Continue in English. Use Swahili. I'm okay.
Yes, so when I'm in class 5, I engage myself in some things that is not good. I joined some gang in class 5. I stopped going to school in class 5. In that situation, my mom and my father walikuwa wameachana. So mama alikuwa anafanya kazi wa kampani fulani ya mishiri. In some weeks wakaambiwa kampuni yao itamishwa ende Kiambu. My mama akasema yeye ataenda huko, itabidi amekaa na sisi. Tukapitia some challenges, tukaanza nyumba, nikajoin some gangs, kangana naingia paipu ukijengwa fedha, tafuta wenye mtaa wenye utaishi, tafuta pesa. Zingine unapata mnaiba, unapata hiyo pesa uende uuze hizo vitu upate do. Hapo class 7 ndo kwanza class 6 nilirudia, ingebidi nirudia, sikuwa nimegea kitu. Ndio mama alikuja akaniongelesha, akaniambia niachane na hizo story. Hata ikusikia juu alikuwa anipata, wazingine wapata nimeenda Kiang'ombe, venye nilikuanga upata tumeenda huko. Ninapatana na mama, siku nilikuwa mdogo, ananiambia unaenda. Ndio kaniongelesha, kaniambia it's your life. Hata kama ni trap situation, it's your life. Nikasoma in Richmond kwanza, nikamaliza hapo class 6, nikakuja Beyond the Vision, nasoma class 8, sikupata grade 4 but nilipata 202. But Madam Jackie also some potential in me. Kaniingiza high school, kwenda high school nikasoma form 1 na nikakuwa top student. Hadi sasa I'm a top student. Nikajua hata kama nilifail primary, I can also do it in high school. High school bado tunapata mental classes where tunajisaidia. Tukikam home, Mam Jackie bado anatumenta, anatuprovide lunch. So alafu anatuambia to keep us in our books, so to warm, to sahau. So to me sasa maisha yangu nasema iko poa, and I thank you.
The future, the Lord has a good thing for you. In Jeremiah 29 verse 1, you know what he says? I have good plans for you, not to destroy you, but for your future. So clap for yourselves. Very good, very good. So we know where you are. We know where that others are also, like just where you are coming from. So don't be worried. Take the mantle, move ahead and continue. Hebu tuweke mikono yote pamoja. Tunataka kukaribisha chief wetu wa area hii aweze kutuongelesha, sababu boma ni yake. Tukiwa na chief hapa tunajua kuna amani. Tengeneza mkono vile tulitengeneza. 1 2 3. Bwana chief, karibu. Ongea nasi. Fungua. Thank you. Welcome.
Mheshimiwa wetu mpendwa Esther Pasaris pamoja na director wa shule hii yetu, wale wageni wetu wa siku ya leo, viongozi wa area hii, wanafunzi wa zamani wa shule hii, wanafunzi wa saa hii pamoja na wazazi. Hamjambo? Hamjambo tena? Hamuna furaha? Lazima tukue na furaha kwa sababu mheshimiwa amekuja kututembelea. Sawa sawa? Okay. Mimi kwa jina naitwa Hezekia Obongita. Hezekia Obongita, mimi ndio area chief wa Embakasi location. Mheshimiwa, with your permission, utaniallow tu muda kidogo niweze kueleza Embakasi location. Embakasi location ni location yetu ambayo iko na sublocations 3. Inaanzia kule upande ile tunapakana na Ruai, tuko na Utawala sublocation. Tukikuja hapo katikati upande ni Mihango, the other side ni Syokimau. Tuko na Embakasi sublocation ambayo imechukua airport yote mpaka Cabanas, alafu irudi mpaka Soweto kule chini. That is Embakasi sublocation. Then we have Tasia sublocation where we are. Inapakana na Embakasi sublocation karibu na Nyayo Estate. Inakuja na Utaring. The other side inakuja na Ngong River. Paka Kware. Upande tunapakana na Kware. So ni location kubwa. Kwa hiyo katika hiyo location wakati huu tuko na challenge kwa sababu Embakasi sublocation we don't have an assistant chief. That position has not been filled. Then here in Tasia the assistant chief is also on interdiction, so we don't have an assistant chief right now. So mimi kama chief nimeshikilia ofisi 3 yangu ya chief plus mbili za sublocations 2. So tunafanya kazi na hawa wazee wangu, hawako wote. Kuna baadhi ya wale ambao tuko na wao hapa, nitawaomba msimame, wale wazee wa ofisi yangu upande hii. So tukianza pale, mheshimiwa, tuko na Ishmael Kidinji.
Ishmael songa mama.
Ni mzee upande ya Embakasi huko sublocation. Tuko na mama Josephine Mwili, yeye ndio mzee wa kijiji mahali tumekaa hapa. Ni mama wa nguvu, anafanya kazi nzuri sana. Tuko na Mr. David Kaua ambaye ni mzee wa kijiji ya upande ya juu kuanzia Tasia stage huko mpaka kule juu. Alafu pia tuko na mzee Langat. Mzee Langat is the senior elder katika location mzima, yeye ndio senior elder ambao tunasaidiana na wao kazi. Licha ya kukua na hizo challenge zote, ni wazee ambao tumesimama na wao, tunafanya kazi kwa pamoja na ni wazee wazuri. Asante sana. So nafikiria mmeona timu yangu, na pia nitachukua fursa hii kusema ya kwamba mama, karibu sana. Wewe ni mtu ambaye umejitolea kazi yako na unafika kila mahali, sababu kila mahali ninakufeel, ninakusikia na ninaona. Upande ya elimu, unapenda mambo ya elimu kwa sababu kuna watu wengi katika location yangu ambao wamefaidika na pesa za basari kutoka katika ofisi yako. Pia tuko na wamama ambao wamepata hizi pesa za affirmative funds. Kuna wakati mmoja ulitupatia choo kupitia kwa Mr. Lumumba. Tulifanya choo chini. Tuko na challenges sana za space. Nairobi vile unaelewa space imekuwa shida. Lakini huwa tunajaribu tukipata ka space na kuna mradi ya mama, lazima tujaribu tuwekelee kidogo. Tuseme hapana, mama lazima asaidie wamama wenza. Kwa hivyo asante sana mama. Pia tuko na upande ya other developments, tunaweza sema mama uko mbele. Kwa hivyo ile kitu nitasema ya kwamba hii shule yako ndio hii hapa ni changa. Ukiwa na director, ukiona amekalia karibu na wewe ni ile anataka kunyonya. Kwa hivyo tafadhali wacha anyonye. Asante sana mama. So wanafunzi, hebu beba mkono hivi. Salamia kwa hewa, salamia Mheshimiwa Basaris. Mwambie welcome, welcome na uendelee kukua welcome, si ndio? Yes. Wasema hujasema? Welcome, welcome. Welcome asikie ndio sasa akienda tena arudi. Sawa sawa? Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa, kwa sababu siku ni yako, singependa nichukue time yako because unakuwa na program ambayo iko schedule yako inakuwa na mambo mengi. Wacha nikupatie nafasi yako rasmi. Nikaongea na watu wako. Ilikuwa tu introduction. So, asante sana bwana Mungu. Karibu sana bwana.
Asante. Tupigie chief makofi. Yes. Nani anajua kazi ya chief? Ni nani anajua kazi ya chief? Chief ndio macho. Sikia, chief ni macho. Macho ya serikali pale sisi tunaishi. Umesikia? Hebu rudia. Chief ni macho ya serikali. Very good. Tumpigie makofi tena. So, Mheshimiwa, allow me now to invite the director, Madam Jackie, aweze pia kutukaribisha sisi hapa kwake, tuonyeshe wale pia anafanya nao, atuongeleshe, baadaye mimi pia niwaonyeshe. Asante sana, karibu.
Nitatoa mask ndio mheshimiwa nione, si ndio? Okay, thank you. Honorable Women Representative, Esther Passaris, Chief, our guest, watoto, thank you for coming today. And it is a privilege. Maybe this is the most humbled I've ever been. So, let me start by showing you our teachers. So teachers, please come forward. The ones who do the work. Teachers, please come forward. And for good reasons, I work with more of female staff for very good reasons. But we'll try and balance the gender. These are the teachers that do all the work, plus Lillian behind there. And I think this is the best time to introduce yourself. Introduce yourself as ambassador.
Honorable Esther Passaris, all the visitors, I take this opportunity to welcome you to our school. I'm Teacher Irene. I've been here for almost 4 years. So I've been happy working here with the children from this local community, and I'm happy dealing with such children because I think it's a good experience to work with such children in my life. Thank you so much and feel welcome here.
Makofi kwa mwalimu.
To the Honorable Esther Passaris, all the guests, teachers and the parents and students, good morning. I'm Teacher Bernard. I teach class 5. I'm the class teacher there. Welcome, feel welcome. Come again if possible. Thank you and thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Teacher Juliet. I am the class teacher of grade 2. I have been in this school more than 3 years. Welcome back to school. Honorable Passaris, good morning. I'm Teacher Catherine. I teach grade 6 and you're welcome again in our school.
To our Honorable Esther Passaris, the guests, I do welcome you to our school. I am Dailin Mogonchi. I teach English, and Madam Jacqueline is like a mom to me. She has also mentored me from primary. I also came from a slum. She's been there with me in a different program, and she's the reason I am here. You're welcome again.
To our honorable guests, Madam Esther Passaris, other guests, parents, and teachers. I'm Madam Sarah. I teach playgroup and PP1. And we are very, very much happy to have you today here. And I'm very new here, but I'm very much happy working here as a teacher. I believe, and it's my wish, to transform the lives of these young kids. And the only way we can do it, it's only through education. So we are proud to have you. Welcome, feel at home, and come back if possible. Welcome.
Our Honorable Women Rep, Madam Esther Passaris, our guests and parents and students, good morning. I'm Madam Caroline. I'm happy to welcome you in Beyond the Vision. I would invite you to be part of the family of Beyond the Vision. Welcome anytime. Come help us to nurture these innocent souls together. I'm very happy. I'm Madam Caroline. I take PP2. Welcome.
Madam Esther, our guest, director, referee teachers and parents. Morning. I'm Teacher Fidelia. I'm new here. I have only 3 weeks. I'm happy to be in this school. I welcome you again and again. Thank you.
That is our Lydia.
Director, mheshimiwa wageni wetu, hamjambo. Hamjambo tena. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Karibuni. Jina langu ni Lydia, mzaliwa Western. Mimi ndio nakumbuka watoto hali ya tumbo. Wanafunzi karibuni.
Asante. So thank you. And just when I began this program, parents have to trust me with their children. I came here as a young girl to Tasia. I think since I came to Tasia, and now, for those that know me, I think I've added over 20 kilos. Sindio? Nilikuwa natoshana hivyo. Na so mzazi kutrust msichana mdogo hivyo, a dreamer who is saying I want to educate the children, I will sponsor them. You need parents to also believe you, and I think Lumumba, can you have like 2 parents?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe 2 parents are Mama Shoki, Mama Mbaku. Maybe you can share. Just a bit. Hawa ndio ni baadhi ya wazazi wale walinitrust na watoto wao. So unaweza sema vile tunafanya kazi, vile tunasaidia watoto.
Songa tu hivi.
Hapo. Hamjambo ni nyote. Hatujambo. Naitwa Ann. Mimi ni mzazi. Na watoto wangu wako hapa. Wengine wako high school, na kuna wale wako hapa. Wakati nilijoin hapa, nadhani my boy here alikuwa class 5 and sister yake alikuwa class 4, na wengine bado pia walikuwa wadogo wakinyonya. So niliona moyo wa Teacher Jackie na maono ambayo alikuwa nayo. Kwa hiyo wakati alikuwa anatupa ilikuwa kama stories. Sasa tulikuwa tunamsikiza tu, lakini tulikuwa tunaelewa anasema nini, na tukaamua kumshika mkono. Hiyo muda wote tumekuwa na yeye. Watoto wakiwa wachanga amekuwa karibu sana na hao watoto. Wamekuwa teenagers ndio hawa sasa. Ameendelea kuwa karibu sana na watoto. Actually watoto wengi wamepotea sana hapa kwa slum hiyo wakati. Amekuwa na program za mentorship. Na tunafurahia juu watoto wetu vile unawaona wako sawa. Wamepewa maneno vizuri, wametengenezwa na wamekuwa strong. Pamoja na challenges ambazo ziko hapa kijiji, wajaingia ndani. Tunashukuru sana. The other thing ni feeding program. Ikiwa kuna kitu ametusaidia sana kama wazazi, ni kufeed hao watoto. Day by day anakuwa akiwapea uji na kuwapea chakula. Imetusaidia kwa sababu wazazi wengi ambao wako hapa, kufeed watoto kila siku inakuanga ni challenge moja kubwa sana.
na imetusaidia sana, ndio hata at least ukienda kibarua unajua watoto wanakula shuleni na watakula lunch na wakunywa uji, at least kitu tutapata jioni tutaweza kupea watoto jioni, na tumekuwa wa manufaa sana, na kwa ajili ya hiyo maono watoto wetu wote wako hapa, so tumemwamini. Yeah, asante.
Kwa majina naitwa Lydia Olesi. Kwa majina naitwa Lydia Olesi, nikiwa mzazi wa hapa, nikiongozwa na Madam Jackie. Madam Jackie anatulindia watoto wetu, mimi mama watoto wengine hapa, lakini Madam Jackie ametusaidia sana, ametulindia watoto, hakuna shida yoyote tunaona, hatuitishi kitu. Yeye anashughulikia watoto kwa masomo, kwa kukula, kwa kila kitu. Madam Jackie amebeba, amekuwa msaada mkubwa sana kwetu wazazi, sababu mtoto akitoka asubuhi hakuna ati shida na lunch. Madam Jackie anagharamia watoto kutoka asubuhi mpaka saa 7 ako na hao tu. Tunaona watoto jioni na saa ya kukula. Tunasema Mungu ambariki kwa sababu hajachoka, na hakuna siku ametuitisha ati chakula ama sisi wazazi kama atusaidie pesa ya watoto nini shule. Hajai tusumbua hivyo, anang'ang'ana peke yake. Tunamuombea asije kuwa na hiyo roho. Mungu atambariki tu sana. Asanteni.
Karibuni nyinyi nyote. Kwa majina naitwa Jackie Nduku, mzazi wa The Beyond the Vision School. Ya kwanza nashukuru Madam Jackie sana, ametulindia watoto sana. Amewapea chakula, hata kimasomo amewasaidia, hata kama ni mtoto amelemewa mahali mambo ya school fees ya secondary anatusaidia sana. Sasa hiyo tunamshukuru sana. Ile kitu ya pili ni kushukuru walimu. Walimu wanafanya kazi ya maana sana. Mimi nimekuwa na furaha sana. Mtoto wangu alifanya mtihani hii mwaka ya 2020 KCPE. Nilifurahi sana njoo alipita na marks mzuri sana. Nilifurahi sana sana. So na kama honorable na karibu sana. Asanteni.
Honorable Esther Pasaria, nashukuru kwa ajili umefika kwa shule yetu. Tunasema ni asante. Madam Jackie, usidi kuinuliwa sababu mahali umetutoa umetufikisha. Mungu akubariki na kuonekania. Mimi kama mzazi wa Beyond the Vision ninashukuru mahali Beyond the Vision nimeitoa watoto wangu wanasoma hapa. Ninashukuru Mungu sababu wanasoma na walimu Teacher Jackie watoto wake wako na adabu na discipline. So mimi nashukuru, ninasema ni asante. Madam Jackie ni ashidi kukua na hiyo roho. Ndio hata watoto wetu at least tukiwa tumemwachia watoto wetu tunajua tumepeana mahali watoto wetu wakosefu. Mimi nashukuru wageni wetu kwa kukuja kututembelea. Mubarikiwe mnapoenda na mtukumbuke. Mimi ndio hiyo machache niko nayo. Kwa majina ni Lilian. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And like I said, this is the most humbling day of my life. I came to Tasia as a very young girl with just a vision. And no, I've never grown up in a slum. No, I've never even slept one day in a slum. I don't know how I felt myself here, but a friend of mine knows my heart and introduced me to this slum, to some few children. Kama daughter wa huyu mama. I think her daughter was among the first children I've ever supported. And showed me around. I used to sponsor children. And so when I came here, I found kids who are not in school, and then I inquired about the fees. A kid would tell me, ako nyumbani because of akulipa fees ya 1,000. Na ningechukua nalipa. And over a period of time, I ended up paying so much fees. But when you pay the next month, you hear they're at home. The saddest story that really touched me to begin this project is because one of Lindsay's older siblings, Faith, maybe the first girl I ever sponsored to high school. Those days I used to sponsor just one because I didn't have the finances. She was supposed to sit for her KCP, I think in 2013, but the mother could not afford 800 bob to register her before the government stripped out the charges. And so she stayed at home and she was taken back to up country and she underwent FGM, and someone just called me and told me, why don't you help this girl? And I asked myself, how many children will I be paying for? And I thought, because I'd worked before in a slum, I thought, if I put them in one place, then it will be cheaper. I'll only need to pay the teachers and the rent. And I put them in one place. I also took Faith. I told her, come and do class 8 again. But then after the second month, I realized paying teachers is very hard. I thought this through. It's expensive to pay teachers. And that's where our struggle started. If Lindsay, Honorable, this is the biggest staff I've ever had. The boys, akachukua banana, idinio, akakula yote hivyo. Nikamwambia pana, toa ngozi. Akasema no, I'm hungry, nasikia njaa. Na walikuwa natetemeka wakikula hiyo ndizi. Nikajiuliza, niko na watoto hapa every day. Can't I see that they're hungry? You know? And that's how I began feeding them the next day. The feeding program was not as good as it is right now. Sometimes we just feed them with rice only because we could not afford a protein or a vegetable. The older children know that this is the most stable we've been. I think so far tulifukuzwa 2 places because we couldn't pay the rent. This is the stable that we've been. I began this as a Kenyan, not knowing anyone, with just a dream in my heart. This is the time I'm confident to even involve the local government because I didn't have the confidence. I was still trying to make sure that this works. It's not just a school. We mentor the children. When they go to high school, they're the most disciplined. There's a school in Nyeri that some of the kids are in who are trying to come and benchmark here. They want to know what programs do we run such that our kids are so disciplined, because our children are the most disciplined in the schools that they are in. They are the best performing. Most of these kids are number 1 or number 2. When they are here, they don't perform well. When they go to high school, they are A students. It beats me. I don't know how that happens. The feeding program, the parents have talked about it. It's the most important thing. Before these small children would come to school, Blessing, angefika shule, alale. We never used to know why she sleeps. Mwalimu ananiambia, huyu mtoto analalanga tu. So one day I said, mwekeni uji kabla wakati wa kunywa uji. When she took the porridge, she said, teacher nipatie kitabu. And that's how we knew kids come when they are very hungry. And we ask ourselves, if they're eating lunch, why are they so hungry the next morning? It's because the parents cannot afford to feed them in the evening. When you come to this school in the morning, you don't know there are children here. It's very quiet. Life starts at 10 after the porridge. After the porridge, they even start doing somersaults. They start doing everything. Before 10 a.m., there's no life in this school, and the teachers can attest to it. Hakim Space. I work with children and with young people. They said I mentor them. We mentor them. I get mentor friends to come and mentor. I get, he's even he's scheduled to come and speak to the kids and to the parents also. A friend of mine told me about Hakim, and you know Hakim, but he was trying to show Mama Hakim how sometimes when you're grieving, when you give to the less, it heals your heart. And he said, he told me he'll feed the children for that week on one condition, that I'll share the story of Hakim. When I sat down with just the high schoolers and the university students, I told them about the story of Hakim. And I asked them, who has ever thought about suicide in this place? And I was very surprised as a mother, because they called me mom, to see 3/4 of the class with their hands up. And I asked myself, can I be having these kids here every day? And one day I hear one of them has committed suicide. It broke my heart. It truly broke my heart. And I thought what I was doing was enough. I thought if I give them education, I've solved a lot. Because most of these kids are the first ones to go to secondary school in their, not just their family, but generations. You know, generations. We are making a huge difference. We are literally breaking the cycle of poverty in their families through education. And so that I thought, I'm giving them education, they are feeding, it's enough. And it hit me. I may lose a teenager here because of suicide. I had too much on my plate. I never go see where they stay because I have too much. But I realized I can lose a kid here. Lindsay used to, if you don't mind Lindsay, she used to faint. She used to just fall down. Even when she went to secondary school, she just fall down. She'd be in class and she just becomes unconscious. And the school called me one day and they told me, if this girl collapses again, you'll take her. We can't have a story that we lost a girl here. And I spoke to Lindsay. I remember I went to Nyeri. I was there by 8 a.m. by Matatu. By 8 a.m. I was in their school. I left very early. And they were doing exams, and I told the teachers I'll wait for the kids for Lindsay to finish her exams. I spoke to Lindsay. For that, we had taken her to the doctor before, when she was going to Form 1, because she was fainting a lot. We thought it was a heart problem. Lindsay, you can sit. And the doctor said she has no heart problem. We had taken her already to a specialist. We were told there's nothing about the heart. All the tests were done, we were told she's healthy. But she used to collapse, even for 2 hours. And I spoke to her, and she said she's very stressed out. When she thinks so much, she collapses. And that's how we rescued her, when we got to know what was going on. But the children, when we talked about suicide with Hakim Space, I felt I need to do more and give them a safe space. They normally feel safe around me. But I thought, no, it's not enough. Let me give them a safe space where they can talk about their mental health issues. And that's how we started Hakim Space. I just felt we'll do this in honor of Hakim. I spoke to Hakim's mother and I told her I'll start a safe space to honor Hakim. And she immediately wrote back and said Hakim Space. And so that's how we came up with the name Hakim Space. I've never met Mama Hakim. I've never met her. But also, most of the people who support me, have never met me. I remember the person who really supported this project just saw a post I put on Facebook. He met me 3 years later. Most people who support us have never met me. But I think they see my heart from afar and they support us. The same way I've never met Mama Hakim, and yet I started Hakim Space. And so Corona, when it's working against the world, it worked for us. During that time, we still had Hakim Space. We can't let these kids go without food. And so they had to come and feed every day. You've heard the story of Monene. Sincerely, we cannot let the teenagers be out there in the slum. We had to keep them occupied. We had to mentor them, and we had to keep it going. We became closer to the children. They opened up to us even more. And now actually we are beginning a podcast, and most of the things is done by the teenagers. And so I'm still a dreamer. I've not stopped dreaming. I dream of a better school for the children. I dream of giving them dignity as I help them. Better classrooms, toilets. I'll show what we have. I want them to have a level playground with the other children. They don't know anything about computers. They don't know anything about technology. Sometimes when my friends come here and talk about YouTube, like our page, then even the teenagers just look at them like this. I dream of constructing a good school. I dream of putting up a library for the children. I dream of putting up a very big computer lab for the children, that they may join the rest of the world in the technology world. I still dream of educating them to high school. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. And so that's why we seek your help and your partnership. One of the best students is Kevin. This is their home. They don't run away after KCPE. They're here every day. And so the ones that you can see with uniform, but they don't look like they're older, they're the ones who just sat for KCPE. I can't let them go. I can't let them go back to the slum. And so they come here every day. They help us around. They're our messengers. They eat. We make sure they eat every day. And when I see them every day here, they're happy to be here. But in my heart, I ask them, najiuliza, nitaweza. Now angalia, they're looking at me for high school. But in my heart, I ask myself, nitaweza kweli? But they never know. But in my heart, I'm normally scared of the responsibility. But we will still do it. We will thank you for coming. We're still doing the good job, and we hope we can partner with you, not just today, but for a long period of time. Thank you.
Hiyo sio makofi mzuri kwa director. Tengeneza mkono ya director. Ameongea mengi, ametoka mbali na amefika hapa. Wewe tengeneza mkono wewe. Unajua mimi hapa nataka michezo nikisema tengeneza mkono. Haya, patie 1 2 3. Tena director Jackie, endelea. Usichoke kusaidia watu. Karibu. Asante sana. Thank you. Asante sana Madam Jackie. We are very grateful for your speech, and we are really here for you, and we are grateful. Nataka saa hizi Madam Jackie anataka kutembea kidogo na mheshimiwa hapa tu, aone pale mnasomea, si ndio? Na sisi tutaendelea tu kuketi hivyo, na bwana chief na chairman watatembea naye kidogo, waonyeshe tu vile hapa iko.
Watoi jambo. Poa. Wangapi hapa wanaenda kanisani? Unaenda kanisani? Yes. Sawa. Sasa mnajua sasa mnaenda kanisani, mnaenda kupeana pesa mbele huko kwa kanisa? Yes. Mnaenda mnapeana kitu alafu mnapatia kanisa? Sasa leo nataka mfanye kitu kimoja. Unaona hii box nimeweka hapa? Hii box ni kama ile ya kanisa. Na mnaona mkiwa kanisa, si mkitoka mnatoka na mwendo mzuri. Line ya kwanza inaenda, line ya pili inakuja, inaenda, si ndio? Yes. Sasa mtajipanga hivyo. Kabla mupewe peremende ya pili na kabla mupewe soda, hii boxi iko hapa. Mutasimama, kila mmoja wenu ambaye alikula peremende achukue karatasi yake, kijiti yake, alafu arudi hapa aiweke hapa. Umeelewa? Pole pole kwa laini. Nataka muone usafishe shule yenu. Karatasi yote kwa hii box, sawa? Haya. Sasa hii inaitwa dustbin, sawa? Okay, Jackie.
So Jackie. Kisha tupo mnarudi mnaketi.
I'm just a normal one. Yes. So this place we missed it. Yes. Those were our toilets. I've blocked them because
So where does everything go? Into the river?
I will show you the reason why I've blocked them. So I've blocked them because of where the waste goes, which I will show you.
No, it's okay. Yes, it's okay. Now, Chief, what I need you to do for me is, we have toilets. We have this project for the toilets, okay? Which she can afford to pay 800 shillings every week for them to come and collect it. Lumumba. Yes, why don't we just put 2 toilets here? All right, this is what Chief, we are looking for a way to save Lumumba. We have our toilet project. We started installing the toilets and we got about 5 million of GAF money to do the toilet project. And it's stalled because when we put them out to the youth groups, the city council went and broke them. So we kind of stalled. We wanted to have a negotiation with NMS. And the roads are coming up and it was a bit difficult. The youth want the toilets in the road and that's where there's traffic. Now, if we are not able to give the toilets to the youth, right, because we cannot find a location, Tasia, if Fresh Life can come here, why don't we put 2 toilets here for this school, and there's 4, 2 for boys, 2 for girls, and then she is able then to pay the 800 shillings for the collection every week, and that way we also keep the river clean. Are we together?
I will do that.
Yeah? Okay, fine. So I want to come back here to commission the toilets. So let's go. Let's walk. So tell me about so what is this space?
I'm adding more classes.
You're adding more classes?
Yeah, because some classes have to share.
Okay.
And a hall for the team space.
Yeah, but give the youth group to look at it, and then the youth group will then charge the people, and then the people will they'll be able to make a profit. And the chief gets a toilet, the youth group gets their revenue, and the Fresh Life gets the collection.
This is the hall for the feast.
Okay. So the thing is, I want to tell you something. Tetanus. Tetanus is something that really kills a lot of kids, and most kids have not got tetanus shots. So these kind of things are so dangerous. If you can avoid them, I know you need help, and that's why I told you to register.
Yes.
All right. So we want to help you, right? And for you to register with the
self-help group.
Yeah, the self-help group. But how is the school registered?
We run it just under the NGO.
So you have an NGO?
Yes.
Okay, unfortunately, we still haven't got a way to support NGOs. The government has this tendency to think NGOs are supposed to be foreign funded. So you have an NGO and you have an NGO account. That is the Beyond Vision NGO Foundation. Okay, and then you've got the initiative and then you've got the school.
Yes.
I know your school is not an examination center. You send them to other centers. Tasia Hill. Okay, so this is where you do the...
I put up this in April. This is specifically for team space and for all the mentorship. And the social worker will be sitting here.
Okay, so to get a proper door...
We'll get a proper door.
Yeah, so you let me know how much it is to get a proper door, and I will fund that. Okay? I will send you the money for a proper door so that I don't see this. And nails, Okay. And then we will also give you Lumumba.
Yes, ma'am.
We have in our office we have 39 chairs, plastic chairs that remain from the TV group. There are 39. No, I spoke to Bush. That says the 39. Yeah, they're 39. Yeah, Bush has told me because they were 50, they're 39 now. So what I would like you to do is you collect one, you make it 40, and then you bring the 40 chairs here.
40 chairs.
Yeah, because today she rented those chairs. Jackie, today you rented the chairs.
Yes.
Yeah. So Bush, Lumumba is going to bring for you. Lumumba is my project manager, so he implements. So he's going to bring for you a donation of 40 plastic chairs. So you can be renting them out and making money instead of renting from other people. So you'll get 40 plastic chairs, you get a door. Okay, let's go ahead.
be there because of security of the school.
So the people who work for you?
No. They're just residents. Because I'm paying rent here, that's what to the same person.
The landlord.
But I prefer them there because of security of the school.
You know, Chief, let me ask you something. This Serikali of ours, you don't have land that is allocated for schools where government can partner, because we've got a public-private partnership where government can partner with somebody like this who does good initiative. Do you have land? I mean, do you have any free land here that belongs to government? Because, you know, I'm looking at her, she's renting this space, she's helping our Kenyan children where government has failed, okay? And she's saving our teenagers. So I'm just trying to think, when you get this land, munatafuta vile mutaziuza, vile mutatendeza pesa, munajua pale kuna malenda. I want you to tell me where there is land here that is public. Then I can go now and try and see Ministry of Land, how can we get land allocated to build a school? Because you see, at the end of the day, this is something we have to work together. Or even to help now to buy the land. You know, because the government says during the pandemic they're helping people with loans. Hata sijaelewa hizo loans zinatoka aje, but I'm going to be looking into that.
Madam, most of the land here belongs to NSSF.
NSSF?
Yes,
even here.
It is NSSF that are supposed to.
So you're probably paying rent because somebody is claiming ownership but has no papers, which is fine. We don't want to get into all those politics, much. But what we want to do is if this land is belonging to NSSF, then we can tell NSSF, because they must have a foundation, to allocate something from your foundation to this school so that our children in this area can benefit. Because what is NSSF doing? That I want to know, what are they doing? Because they've got a lot of money. My father contributed, I've never seen a check. So I don't know what they do with the money. Okay, so these are some of the areas that I think we need to look into. You know, I think aloud and Jackie, I'm sorry. Jackie,
be attentive.
Lilian. Lilian.
Now what is this?
This is our office. This is the biggest it has been.
Lilian,
This is where we keep our books. This is where we keep the food for the children. So,
okay, do you have electricity?
No, I don't do electricity because all the electricity is illegal here. They call it Sambaza.
They call it Sambaza?
Yes.
Okay, so what you need is solar.
Yes.
So we have to talk to somebody. We'll talk to somebody. We'll find somebody who has solar and we ask them, can they help you with solar as part of their CSR? You see now, but once you're registered, you can actually write to us and say you want to improve the conditions for the learning for the children and the environment, so you want to put a solar panel to provide lighting. And then that is something that I think GAF can do under value addition to improve the school. But it has to be owned by a community-based or a self-help. All right, so the children are enjoying their soda. Let's go. So where do they study?
This is Peter's. Sorry.
So this is a class. All right, so those are the desks that you put outside.
Yes.
And this is your blackboard. Okay, you know what? From here, we will have leaders of Kenya. We're gonna. You've done well. I've seen your high school students, and you're doing a good job. You know, at the end of the day, this is Nairobi, the capital city. Well, where on the one side you've got Westgate, and you've got Two Rivers, and you've got Plush, and then on the other side you've got this, and then you know this is the other end of the stick that we need to uplift as citizens, and government also. You know, so. I mean, I'm here with government because I have resources which have been given to me as woman rep, which I told you. I said, you know, Jackie, I can only help you if you're registered. And I told you I can't help an NGO, but I can help a CBO or a self-help. And you've started the process. So Chief, I want her process to be concluded. Huduma Center, yourself, my office, can we get her certificate? I don't see why it takes long. What are you registering? A self-help? Community-based, CBO. So where is it reached?
The office is just in my place.
Oh, I'd gone
from my door.
Railway.
No. You see, the thing is, a lot of people don't know where to register a CBO or a self-help. Chief, we've got an audience right now. Tell people, how do you register a CBO or a self-help? So that they understand, because once you're registered, then you have to open a bank account. Cooperative bank is just 500 shillings. Once you've opened a bank account, then after 3 months, right, you start saving some money into the bank account, then you come to me and then I will give you money. All right? But you see, the laws of GAF is you have to have an account for 3 months, and then you have to have members. Now,
the parents
the members will be the parents and yourself. And so if you're 100 members, you can qualify for 200,000. Okay? But I can also give you value addition. Okay. And there are other areas that we can help you. Yeah. There are other interventions like now I'm giving you the chairs. We can give you sanitary towels. We can give you food. Okay? So that's why I told you make a request for food. Yeah. Okay. Evolution. What are you doing with your food? Okay, so all right, so these are classrooms. All right,
all of them are
classrooms. All of them are classrooms. Okay, and then you have those desks.
Yeah, the desks are outside. All of the desks.
Yeah.
So most of them are outside.
Look, let me tell you something.
I want to show you the kitchen.
I have mad respect for you. All right. You know, the president always in December 12th gives out commendations. There's so many people that I feel deserve these commendations. Not that the ones who've got them have not been deserving. I really hope that you will be at the list of December 12th to be one of the people that is recognized by this government for contributing to the social good and well-being of this country. So you got a water tank?
Yes.
Now again.
And a small farm for Lillian. She farms.
Okay.
She's there.
Lillian, watoto wangapi watakula kwa hiyo farm yako? Lakini si neno umejaribu.
Then this is our kitchen, madam.
That's your kitchen, huh?
Yes, and that's why I was asking for the firewood jiko. Because we are unable to cook a lot of food at a go.
But the firewood jiko, that's what you wanted us to give you?
Yes, the firewood
and you said
jiko.
It's 200,000.
It's for 200 liters. It's 130,000.
130,000.
Yeah.
Again, we can give you value addition, but you have to be registered.
Okay.
So get your 200 people. We give you value addition.
Yeah.
We close our eyes and then we give you other assistance on the other side. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
wewe ndio mpishi?
Yeye ndio mpishi.
Chakula inanuka vizuri. Nimeona hiyo sasa leo nipoje na mchele. Inanuka vizuri sana.
Ni tamu umeonja?
No, you know. I could, but the problem I'm having. What's the time, Lumumba?
It's 1.
You know I have an appointment at 1:30. Okay. Yeah, which I have to rush to. Yeah. So that one I would miss. Mine was to come and see the place because I've been trying to get you going.
Yes.
I promised June that I would come and see the place and help out. I love your handbag place. Beautiful. Yes. Yeah.
Halo. Napenda watu ambaye wanakuwa na amani na wako mzuri. Sasa weka chupa yako ya soda juu ya mesa.
Okay, I don't need to clap right now. I want them to stand up.
Yeah.
I want them to stand up.
Ndio. Fanya hivi. Mfanye hivi. Unaweza shika chupa yako? Yes. Haya, shika chupa na usimame. Pole tu, shika chupa na ufanye nini? Na usiweke soda kwa mdomo sasa. Tunataka kuona mheshimiwa anataka kuongea na sisi kwa muda kidogo sana. Si ni kweli? Tuseme hi. Tuseme karibu. Ongea na sisi. Ni wajukuu wako. Na wengine watoto wako. Asante sana.
Okay. Jackie, the director, the chairman of my GAF committee, the chief, the elders of the community, the teachers, the parents, the successful students and future leaders of this country, and the children here. So the first thing we're going to do, all right, I knew Hakim, okay? Hakim was a beautiful young man who committed suicide. His mother, June Kikumu, is like my sister, my best friend. And we knew each other when we were in our 20s. And then she moved to America. And I visited her a few years ago and I got to meet Hakim and Hakim's sister as well, Shade. And then when I was in India having my surgery, and June had just called me to ask me how was I doing, We talked, she put the phone down, and a few minutes later she called me and she told me, Esther, pray for me. Hakim has had an accident. The police found the identity, called her and told her Hakim has had an accident. So she had no idea what kind of accident. So she rushed to the hospital, the casualty, and Hakim had shot himself in the head. Hakim later died. But there's so much beauty in Hakim's life that I would like us to know about, and then we give him a moment of silence. One of the beautiful things is that when Hakim died in America, you can donate your organs. His organs saved over 8 people's lives. Everything in Hakim's body, because he was a young athlete who wanted to come to Kenya, went to save another human being. And Hakim is also saving a lot of youth here in Kenya, right? Hakim is also saving a lot of youth here in Kenya, because now you have Hakim Space, which Jackie got to know about and then started that space. So we've connected Hakim to his country, yeah, his mother's country, the country of his grandfather, Stephen Kikumu, who was a politician in our country. So now I want to have 1 minute of silence. Silence, do you know what I mean? Okay, watoi, chupa itoke kwa mdomo, mdomo inyamaze, tutakuwa na dakika moja tu ya kukumbuka huyo kijana anaitwa Hakima, si ndio? Okay, so hiyo 1 minute inaanza sasa. Asanteni, you can all sit down. Jackie, come here. I want to tell you something, that what you have done, the calling that you have, is you've aligned your purpose in life with God's will for your life. And as long as you set goals down, things will always happen. As long as you think the right thoughts, things will always be drawn towards you. Do not fear, have faith. All right? The only thing that you should fear is God. All right? You will achieve every dream that you have so long as you write it down and you think it. Don't allow any negative thought to come. I mean, when I called you, it was because June had sent me pictures of your place. Yeah. And I called you and I said, I want to come and see the place. Yeah. And I asked you if you were registered. And you said you were going to do it. Then I traveled. Yeah. When I got back, again, it's in my mind. And I'm thinking, has she registered? That's why I called you. So I've come here because I want to make sure you're registered. Okay. So that, you know, my term will end in June next year. And then I will no longer be woman rep. But I'm going to help you with my own pockets. I'm forming a foundation under my father's name, Pasaris Foundation. And I'm going to make sure that I help you with the dough, all right, to eliminate some grill work, to eliminate these things that can give the children tetanus. And we'll give you the chairs, we'll give you the sanitary towels, we'll give you the food, right? Once you're registered, you can get a pay bill number, and then we'll try and promote you on our pages. And I hope the Kenyans that are watching this live feed, Jackie, I'd love you to tell them your mobile number. Have you got M-Pesa?
Yes.
Okay, you know Kenyans, since the pandemic, M-Pesa can reach up to 300,000. All right? If just 3,000 of you give 10 bob today, we'll do some real wonders. All right? So if you want to give 10 bob, 50 bob, 100 bob, I want Jackie to say her mobile number so that you can send her some love, all right? Because she still has students whose high school have to be paid, right? I mean, you told me about 2 of them.
Yeah, they're all 10.
Yeah.
I asked for 2.
Yeah, so for 2. So I've taken responsibility for those 2.
For 2.
We're waiting for the selections and I'll pay their school fees, right, through my foundation. Where are the 2 students that I'm going to sponsor? I know one didn't do very well and one did very well.
Baku,
yeah?
Baku come.
And there are 2 students.
Is Betty here?
Now, yeah. So now, because our full scholarships are exhausted, right, and our bursaries for first quarter will probably come late, I've decided I'll sponsor them for the first year on my own. Okay. Right. So you're the one who scored how much? Huh? 361, and you studied here. Yeah. Yes. All right. So listen, we've got some. Let me tell you. I want to look at the government. Government puts a lot of money in public schools, and we saw that with Gong Forest and Precious Talent. The students of Precious Talent went to Gong Forest, and they did so much better. So there's something we can learn through partnership. Just like the Nyeri school wants to come here and see how you discipline the children. Yeah. So I'm going to pay your school fees. You go counting on you to do something little. All right? So please go. I'm going to pay your fees, and then we'll see how we can move along with you going forward. But because the term is going to come and the GAF bursaries are not going to come in until probably September, I want to make sure you go.
Oh, Sylvia, sorry.
Okay, that's all right. I call all my children mixed up names. And you? Sylvia. So what did you score? Huh? 229. Not bad, okay? But you have to work harder. All right, Sylvia? Work harder, because you know what? Between your 2 years, everybody has a... What do you have between your 2 years? A brain. What do you have between your 2 years?
A brain.
A brain, right? Yes. And the size of your brain and the size of the brain of the most richest and the most successful people like Bill Gates and Barack Obama is the same. So use your brain to become the best that you can be, yeah? All right? So work very hard, yeah? Okay. All right. So well done. Have a seat. Okay. So I want Jackie, I want you to give your mobile number twice. All right, and I'm going to tag your mobile number. So Jackie's going to give her mobile number. All right, and I'm going to start it off. Okay, I'm going to start it off and send you 5,000 today on your mobile number to help out. And I want Kenyans to continue contributing so that we can give Jackie a boost. And by the end of the weekend, we'll see how much have we contributed to Jackie so that she can improve the situation in her school and continue feeding these amazing children. So what's your mobile number?
0721 826756.
Repeat it.
0721 826756.
And the name will be?
Jacqueline Musyoka.
Okay, fantastic. All right, have a seat, Jackie. Okay, so watoto musome vizuri ya? Yes. Si ndio? Yes. Ili mumalize shule vizuri muende high school ya? Yes. Okay, na musikize wazazi? Yes. Okay? Yes. Okay, fantastic. So mimi nimesema asante sana, nimeona you're very good na ninajua mimi ndio nimesimama hapa, chakula iko huko, si ndio? Yes. Na munasikia njaa? Yes. Mumepata peremende? Mumepata soda? Yeah? Mumefanya entertainment now. Jackie, there were the group that entertained.
Yes.
The group that entertained, and the group that and the ones that did poetry.
Yes.
Okay. The four. Okay. So basically, I'm gonna send you. Just give me the quantity of the people that did the entertainment. Okay. The ones that danced, and the ones and the ones that did the poetry. Okay. The poetry, I'm going to give them 500 shillings each, and the ones that did the dance will get 100 shillings pocket money. Okay. So
you guys now have pocket money for when you go back to school on Monday, right?
Okay. All right. So they'll get 500, and the ones who dance will get 100 each. Okay. So just give me the sums, and I'll send you that by M-Pesa. Okay. So I want to say, Jackie, I want to say thank you. Chief, asante sana. Wazee, asante sana. Wajue serikali na watu wa Kenya lazima tufanye kazi pamoja, si ndio? So I'd like to do a group photo.
Before that, there is a presentation. They wanted the children to give something nice for you.
Okay.
Awapi ile presentation ya mheshimiwa? Oh, very good. Very good. You smile. Smile.
He's a serious boy.
He's a serious boy.
Eh?
This is handmade by the children.
Kwenda patia mheshimiwa na heshima. Picha mzuri.
Baku.
To give me this. Okay, thank you so much. Can I have 2 sweets for this one? Actually, give me
makofi kwa kijana mdogo. presentation kwa mheshimiwa ile wamechora na mkono yao.
You get the whole package. Okay, so Honorable Esther Passaris, it has thank you. Some people deserve more than just a thank you. We are grateful for the support and for your support and kindness from Beyond Vision Kids. I will treasure this. Thank you so much. For Harry,
you can serve even 2 kids.
Okay, fine.
Wait, somebody, madam.
Lunchtime. Listen, Jackie. Wapi mpishi? Ndio. Wapi kijiko? Wanakulaje?
Wachukue.
Na kijiko ya kukula? Wanakula na mkono?
Wanapewa kijiko.
Vijiko ziko wapi?
Okay, so I have to do this one like this.
Haya, mheshimiwa anapeana chakula. Say thank you. Sema thank you. Haya, chukua. Ni nyanya leo anapeana. Wajukuu wanapata chakula kutoka kwa nyanya yao, si ndio? Very good.
Wewe sio peke mia nyanya sio. Mbona unaniharakisha?
Vijana ni kuchelewa. Sasa hiyo wamekuwa mmoja. Very good. Last one.
Jackie, you know your registration will take so long.
Not long.
It will take, by the time she can get funding, it will take long. And the JICO you said is 120,000.
Yes, 130.
130,000. And you know one of the things that I hate is seeing all the fires. How do you prevent your JICO having a fire?
They install it in the chimney, and it uses like just one log.
Really?
Very easy.
Okay, so what I'll do is I will fund that. All right? I will personally fund Passaris so that you don't have to wait.
Yes.
Okay?
Thank you.
So I'll find a way next week before I travel to give you that money.
Thank you.
All right? So that we can get the JICO going. So when I come back, then I'll come and commission it. But you can start using it.
You can start using it.
Of course, you just use it.
Thank you.